People are already getting off for their tours. They had some really early ones. I don't have to meet for mine until 8. It's 6 a.m. I'm gonna go get some coffee at the International Cafe and wake up a little bit before my meeting time in the Province dining room. Last night was so much fun, and I got to meet the whole table full, except for one person who was out sick. So there's a total of 10 people, including myself, now at the table. And I think I'm gonna just go back there. They're such a fun group. It says bring extra clothes and a towel. So I have a little sundress in here wrapped in the towel. And since I'm wearing tennis shoes for river rafting, I'm bringing sandals to wear with that. Have my phone charger and the cord for it. Oh, that's the wrong cord. Good thing I just said that. So I bring this cord so I can charge my phone when it runs out of battery for pictures. I have an SPF chapstick and my face sunscreen, and then some body sunscreen, and this safari hat that I pray to freaking God I don't have to wear. I'm gonna grab my water, put it in there, and I think I'm set to go. So let's go river rafting. On the tour bus.
Our driver today, his name is Jose Luis. Alright? He's gonna take care of us today. I don't know, you have been in Costa Rica before? No? First timers? Yes? Sometimes the people says that it's kind of crazy drive over here. But I promise you that we're gonna come back in one piece. Papaya will grow papaya but for the country, not for exportation. Guava we have for the country, but the 4 main products right now, well, many years ago, coffee was number 1, banana number 2, pineapple number 3, and honeydew melon number 4. I can say that most of the Costa Rican people, we are in the medium class and low class. If you are part of the low class, medium, low, and low class, obviously you're gonna send your children to a public institution because you don't have enough money to pay a private institution. But if you are part of the medium, high, and high class, obviously you're gonna send your children to private schools. The only thing is, if you send your children to a public institution, they're gonna receive just English once per week. If they go to a private institution, they're gonna receive English every single day and another languages. Take a look here at your right hand side. Can you see this ring? What do you think that is that? Bullfight. Yeah. Costa Rica was conquered by Spain. Then we have a lot of customs from there. But the only good thing, because I'm not agree with that too, the only good thing that we have here that we don't kill the bull. Sometimes the bull kills people, but there are a lot of stupid games. Here in Guanacaste, I think that is the most famous activity. There is like a fair. Then everybody gets drunk fair, and then the people get in the arena. And then there are some games. For example, they put $100 in one of the horns of the bull, and then the game is somebody have to grab it. And when the people try to grab that, obviously the bull hitting people.
We're gonna head down to the rafts.
Faster! Wake up, guys!
We'll have to come up with a tape that works for us.
Pero que ya había limpiado, sí. Ah, sí, pero hicimos en el centro, abrimos hueco y ahí. Watch your step around, okay? Slippery. Remember, try to sit on the edge, please. Sit on the side.
Okay, Dory.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You knew what you were doing.
What he said? Yeah. Remember your position. When you listen left forward, only my left side has to paddle, my right side stop. Got it? Right side forward, only my right side has to paddle, my left side stop. See? Okay, forward now. Paddle forward together. Excellent. Look at me. You have to try to paddle together all the time. Got it? Okay. Cap in front, together and more fast. Got it? All the time, please paddle together, okay? Back paddle.
I'll follow you, Bob. You follow him.
Forward now, please.
Hillary,
Together.
you
Paddle
follow
hard.
me.
Yep.
Forward together. 1, 2, stop, jump. No kidding. Forward left. Now right, right. Woo! Only right, only right. Paddle hard, right, paddle hard. Paddle hard, right. Green iguana.
Wow.
Why green? Because the green one, green color is a female. That's the male. The male normally is orange color. Got it?
Yeah, do these
And the
puff
males,
up? Do these puff up?
the males want to use the orange color for attract the female.
Wow.
Good color.
How often do you have to replace that?
Only one male. You see him?
Oh, yeah.
4 male. Oh,
Yeah,
no, so
bunch
4
of-
female. Only one male.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my God.
He's living the life.
The male is orange.
See,
Oh, so that's why he's smart.
Yeah.
Look at that.
see him?
Yeah.
Wow.
That we call it long nose. Long nose bat. Eat
I love that.
only mosquitoes and little insects. Got it?
Right.
It's really important.
Right, right.
1,300 mosquitoes for night. Only one.
Wow.
And you see, no, down there, down river. You see him?
I do see
On
him.
the riverside.
Yeah.
Down the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what we saw. That's what we saw.
See it, guys? To the right. Vale.
Wow, look at
I
that.
hope it stays over there.
Feeding time. Any volunteers?
This doesn't seem like it's so.
Okay, remember, lady first, remember.
Oh God.
That's American crocodile, okay? And look at the beautiful, beautiful heron, guys, to the left side, you see?
Yes, yes,
Inside, around the bank.
Beautiful.
Now we call it chocuaco in Spanish.
Got something
And the
inside
bow-billed
trees,
heron,
too.
you
Oh,
see
there
in
they
front
are.
of you.
Look at that.
Oh,
Beautiful
yeah.
bird. Nocturno and iguanas too.
Are they're nocturnal?
See, it's more active in the night, normally, you know? No
Oh, I
iguanas in
see
front
a
of you.
few of them
See
in
them?
there.
Male and female in front,
Up on
iguanas.
the limb.
Yeah.
So the crocodiles just stay on the side.
Most of the time inside. Except when you fall out. Amigos, can you see up there? Little blue. We call it little blue heron.
Little blue heron.
See. Can you see this big tree to the right?
Yeah.
That one is a, that's a K-pop tree. The K-pop tree is the national tree from Guatemala.
Oh,
K-pop.
Guatemala.
See, we call it in
K-pop.
Spanish ceiba.
K-pop, like you put into
Exactly, exactly. The people
make
use.
canoes, to make canoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See? Oh, iguanas to the right, you see him? That's more female. And one male downriver too.
Oh yeah.
That one's going, hey, I need my privacy.
That's my spot.
Oh yes.
Keep it moving.
Look at the male too. Another male.
Whoa, he's big.
Just making the sun.
Amigo, look at me. See the big heron to the right? That's tiger heron.
Oh yeah.
Ready?
Oh
my God.
There he is right there.
There's one more to the left side up there.
Oh, that's a huge.
Another iguana.
Wow, he's big.
Pura vida!
See, you know why? They walks in the water.
Walks on water.
Forward now. Paddle hard, please. Go. Stop. Good job. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Stop! Stop! Once we start going. Boy, we're tired.
I am the macho man. See, guys, flying from? That's kingfisher. You see him?
Yes,
Kingfisher.
right there on top of it.
Top of this vine.
Yeah.
There's a ring kingfisher. We had the arm. Oh, guys, look at the baby crocodile. In front of you, see him? And the stick.
Oh, yeah.
In the water, barely in the
Oh, he's tiny.
He's
Yeah.
tiny. Here he comes.
That's good. Perfect.
Will the parent be around?
Mama's around.
Mama's around.
Little waterfall to the left.
very little. Cute. See, very cute.
Looks like the Chaco River.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
And go, 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 go,
Oh yeah,
Please don't splash.
no.
You see this big tree to the right? The big leaf?
Yeah.
Balsa wood.
Also.
See? The big leaf. Very light and floating. The eagle. You see him? Back there? They got a fish. You see him?
You guys are huge fun. Good for you.
Oh my god, that was the best excursion ever. We're gonna go back and have lunch now. Oh dang.
making a big noise.
Oh yeah, did you saw it?
No.
Over here. Hold on.
Camel?
You see where these guys are standing up?
Yeah.
Go straight up, and you can see the monkey moving.
Wow.
Is that the monkey making that noise?
Yeah, those are real howling monkeys.
That's the howler.
Today was beyond. Oh my god. We took about an hour and a half bus ride out to this restaurant where everybody was able to use the restroom and change, and then we took about a 5-minute drive to the river entry. They'll let you start at the restaurant, or if the river's not very good at that time, they'll take you to the other place where we went in. My guide was great, Jorge. We saw a crocodile, we saw all kinds of bird wildlife, we saw iguanas, a lizard, a Jesus Christ lizard, I think they call it. And they said it's because when they're babies, they can actually run on the water. Just beyond everything I could have thought that excursion was going to be. I was so worried about it because it said you have to be in good physical condition to participate. I'm not in poor shape, so I figured I'd be able to handle it. It was totally doable. The rafting was so much fun. We kept getting into water fights with the other boats. My neighbor right next door was on that tour. I think it might have just been him. I didn't see his wife. I would recommend that excursion to every single person that comes here. I can't imagine anything that I could have done today that would have been a better spend of my time. The first boat that we came upon and we started splashing, The tour guide turned around and was like, no, these people have cameras that aren't waterproof. He was very stern about it. And so that boat was a frickin' dud, and I'm so glad I was not on it. I actually was in line with them, and they said, is anybody in this group by themselves? And I said, I am. So they said, do you mind switching? And then they took me up to this other group, which was a little bit bigger, and well, 2 people bigger. And I'm so glad, because we just went to town with the water fights. There was this blue boat that we battled with constantly, and they were people from our bus. So when we got back on at the end of the day, we were all just shooting the well, you were coming for us. And I showed them some of the video I had of us going after them, and they got to see themselves in the water fight, which they got a kick out of. They do take pictures, so I would recommend you bring cash, because you can pay $20 to get a link for all of the photos they took of your boat while you're out there. Like I said, my guide was great, so I tipped him, I tipped the bus driver, and my tour guide who did a big narrative on our way out there. So it would be important to bring cash for this tour. I have an appointment to get my nails done at 5:30. So I spoke with this salon, and she said because I already have shellac on, there's a $20 fee to remove it before they do the next manicure, which has its own rate. They didn't charge me anything like that on Royal Caribbean. They just had the price of the manicure. And I wish I had kept that receipt so I could compare it for you. Beverly called me, and it's her birthday. She just turned 69 today. Last night at dinner, she was telling me and a couple other women at the table that she'd left us voicemails. And she's like, you should have a red blinking light on your phone. I left you a message. And we all said no. We were sitting at our makeup tables and we didn't have any red lights blinking. And she's like, well, I figured out why you weren't getting my messages. Because when I confirmed with her room number, I said, okay, so when I call you, I'll dial 10226. Well, she just thought that meant every room you would dial 10 and then the room number. So she was calling 10639 instead of 11639 where I am. And she left, I guess, 3 voicemails, and then she called him again today, and the man answered, and she goes, oh, I must have the wrong number. And he's like, yeah, you've left a few messages here. So me, Victoria, and the other lady at our table, we all did not receive our messages. Everybody on the 10th floor is getting phone calls from Beverly. Everyone I've spoken with has come to the conclusion that that boat we saw in the water yesterday was likely a drug running boat because of how it was so long and narrow. It had no lights on it. It was turquoise and blue painted, almost to blend in with the Caribbean Sea. There was nowhere for lifeboats, and it had just a hatch on the top where you could like fill it with drugs, or 1 or 2 people could climb through there. At least I don't think somebody passed away or perished in that. So, I'm back in my room with my same nails. My appointment was at 5:30 and I went up there and they said, have a seat, we'll be right with you. 15 minutes after my appointment was supposed to start, the nail tech came over and said, oh, are you having your nails done? I'll be right with you. I said, okay, no problem. I waited another 15 minutes. Still nothing. So I have to meet Beverly at 6:30 and there's no way she was going to finish my nails in time. So I had to walk out. I went to the front desk and said, cancel my appointment. And they said, okay, we'll just reschedule you for tomorrow. Yeah. Now I have about half an hour before meeting Beverly, so I'm just going to charge my phone a little bit and then head out for dinner.
Words in there?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Congratulations.
I am back from Beverly's big birthday. I got back. My laundry hadn't come back. We walked into dinner and there was a bouquet on the table that all of the other people in our little dinner group had organized to be delivered for her. And she was so happy. If you saw my penthouse vlog on the Ruby, it actually, I think it was the same assortment, which is just fabulous. So she sits down and one of the couples showed up with a birthday gift for her, which was a purse. And then the table had all put a card together and signed it. And she said, well, I brought show and tell tonight. And I didn't know why I bought these things, but after seeing the ring that Hillary made in her jewelry class in Colombia, it made sense. She pulled out earrings and a necklace. Here are the earrings. See them, and this necklace, and she said I was never gonna wear them, but I bought them anyway, and now I know why, and it's because I was supposed to give them to Hillary. And she handed them over to me. It was the sweetest thing, so thoughtful, and I'm gonna make sure to wear those. They brought over her birthday cake, and there were like 7 servers that came to sing to her. I brought her bouquet up to the room and took her picture outside of her cabin. They have balloons that say congratulations and a sign on her door that said happy birthday. And she told me that she hasn't had a birthday like that since her husband passed away 10 years ago, at least. And she almost started crying twice, talking about just how amazing the day was. So that was really nice to be a part of, and I'm so glad that she came and introduced herself to me the other day. I need to get my nails done tomorrow, and I'm also going to spend the day in the sanctuary, so I'm going to call it a night early because I got up at 5 again, and I expect I'll do that tomorrow because I do want to stay on an early schedule. There's a deck party going on. This is like the weirdest cruise because I'm not partaking in the nightlife. I'm just up early and I'm ready for bed before 10. There's something out here in the water. I'm not sure what it is. It's been bobbing there for a few minutes. No way is that a boat.
Watch on the bridge, sorry for disturbing you. This is just to inform us we're currently reducing our speed as well. One small boat on the port side. We're going to turn the ship around